Good snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good!
Will be a swing by Kramer, kept alive by Jalbert. Lucas with the attack off the side of the block for the kill.
Gazette, he looks to go off guard, tucks back inside to the A gap, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Harrington, angle, off a touch, diving, Dunbar, holy cats, wow!
Starcevic in the shotgun, play action, looking for man, has him down the field to his brother Starcevic for the touchdown. It's 31 yards. Jake.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome inside our Irie Insurance pregame show here on yourliveevent.com as the Northern Cass Jaguars host the Richland Colts here on yourliveevent.com. Region 1 girls volleyball action again on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve, covering it all: home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. IrieINS.com for a free quote today. James Martins alongside Nicholas Osaby on the camera here this evening. So get set for volleyball action. Region 1 opponents on the way as we continue to drive towards the postseason. Final few weeks of the regular season for these ladies. District tournaments getting going here next week. Hard to believe Halloween is a week from Thursday. So 9 days away from the scariest, spookiest time of the year. And for both these teams, they hope their scary volleyball is behind them when they hope to scare some teams in the region as well. Maybe I took that a little too far. But anyway, we're having some fun here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, and we'll chat with both coaching staffs. So we'll chat with Rihanna Lillaby from Richland coming up next. A little bit later on, co-head coach Beth Head for Northern Cass joins us on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Much more on the way here on yourliveevent.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and the 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
On the Irie Insurance pregame show ahead of tonight's Region 1 girls volleyball contest between Richland and Northern Cass, joined by the Richland head coach and Rihanna Lillaby. And Rihanna, we got a chance to catch up a few weeks ago, and of course the team was still trying to figure things out and trying to learn how to battle and trying to keep working, and it seems like it's paying off with a 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, again, we switched up our rotation, so that's been good for us, for our hitters, having a new setter in there, getting their sets on, and our hitters are able to swing, so it's been good for us.
You mentioned switching up the rotation. How do the ladies take that need of a change?
Highs and lows, for some who had to get switched around. But for the most part, I think it's been good because they know that we need our sets on, and our hitters are happy with getting to hit the ball like they are able to. So it's been good.
best time for a 3-game winning streak when you got this top team in Northern Cass. They've been through some of their own struggles, but your thoughts, what's going to take to get a big upset tonight?
I think the communication and energy are always what brings the win on either side of the court. So whoever can have the communication and energy's got it in the bag.
Brianna Lillaby joining us here on our pregame coach's comments. Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
RDK Enterprises, full precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag. You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
On our Irie Insurance pregame show ahead of tonight's contest between Richland and Northern Cass, joined by the co-head coach of the Northern Cass Jaguars and Beth Head. And Beth, without getting too deep into it, there's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs this season for the squad, but got to stay focused and think of what's ahead with these critical games in the Region 1 tournament to come.
Absolutely. We've been staying mentally tough throughout our last couple games with Maple River last week, and it's been good to see our girls persevere.
Again, an up-and-down season. How do you manage something like this with the change and at the coaching level, and how do you keep the girls focused on what they need to do?
Yeah, we're here to play volleyball. That's end and all be all. They're not here to play for a coach. And so at the end of the day, really, everybody's beating everybody in the region. It's been a lot of ups and downs throughout, so you take every game worth what it's coming.
Of course, Richland, you never want to overlook an opponent, and they'll certainly try to bring their best tonight.
Absolutely. They have a lot of big, strong hitters over there as well. They've been taking some teams too, so you never know what can happen.
Beth Head, co-head coach for the Northern Cass Jaguars, joining us here in our Irie Insurance pregame show. Beth, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're coming on back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. The insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. Covering it all: home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. IrieINS.com for a free quote today. James Martins alongside Nicholas Osaby. We along here shortly as big Region 1 volleyball clash on YourLiveEvent.com. Let's take a look at both of these teams. See how they got here. Of course, Northern Cass. So we talked with co-head coach Beth Head, and up and down season for them as their former head coach Angie Johnson resigns. We'll just leave it at that. As the Jaguars, they know they want to move forward, and they've coming off back-to-back wins, tournament play in-season tournament against Grand Forks Central, 2-1, and a big 5-set win over Maple River their last match. Northern Cass, they come in all competitions this season. 28-1 I do believe. I'm doing the math correct. 20-9 for Northern Cass. Meanwhile, Richland is coming off a 3-game winning streak. They had a 4-game winning streak in in-season tournament play when they defeated Lisbon, the Barnes County North, the Grand Forks Central Sophomores, and South Border. 3 straight wins, Hankinson and Tri-State, some big region wins there, and Rothsay, out of state victory for the Colts. Colts this season in all competitions, they are 9-9. So right there at 500. Take a look at the standings in Region 1. Oak Grove, they look to be in control. They are definitely in the driver's seat for the number 1 seed at 8-0. Northern Cass and Kindred in a logjam with Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, Central Cass, Maple River, Richland, and Sargent County and Enderlin. Those teams, all those teams, are within 2 games of second place. So it's really anybody's tournament. Hankinson's just 2.5 out of second place. And then at the bottom, Lisbon and Tri-State. Lisbon 1-7, Tri-State 0-8. But again, Northern Cass tied for second with Kindred at 5-2. And for Northern Cass this season, they defeated Kindred in straight sets. So Northern Cass, due to the head-to-head, is currently occupying the 2nd seed in the Region 1 tournament, which would, again, leave Kindred in 3rd. 3 teams at 5-3, Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, Central Cass, and Maple River. Wyndmere, Lidgerwood still has to play Maple River. However, the Warbirds, I believe, they defeated Central Cass earlier this season, yes, in straight sets. So it's going to be, again, another logjam there. Maple River against Central Cass and Wyndmere Lidgerwood in 4th place. Richland, again, at 4-4. Good opportunity tonight to try and get themselves back into the conversation of a top half team in the Region 1 standings. As Richland right now a game and a half behind Northern Cass for that second place spot. So a win tonight, they would just be a half game back in Northern Cass for second place. So big game tonight against Sargent County 3-4, Enderlin 3-5, Hankinson 2-5. We mentioned Lisbon 1-7, Tri-State 0-8. So that's kind of the lay of the land here in Region 1. And we'll certainly see how this game and some other games going on tonight factor into that. Speaking of other games going on tonight, YourLiveEvent.com. Let's take a look at the schedule of contests elsewhere on the Your Live Event Network. Maple River does host Hankinson tonight. Lisbon is at Kindred, and West Fargo hosts Fargo Davies. Also in AA 8, Section 8 football quarterfinals in Minnesota, Holly hosts Warroad tonight. And don't forget tomorrow as well, Minnesota Section 8A volleyball tournament, Red Lake County Central against Ada Borup West, and the Your Live Event Coaches Show tomorrow as well. A little bit later on this week, Hillsborough Central rallies at Maple River in high school volleyball action. Lisbon hosts Ellendale on Thursday. And then on Friday, we got 8AA and 8A volleyball in Minnesota and the Northern Minnesota Robotics Conference Championships before a heavy slate of football playoffs on Saturday. Again, check it all out on YourLiveEvent.com. And again, other matchups tonight here. We'll take a look at some other matchups around the state here. Some not a lot of marquee matchups tonight here in Region 2 for this Tuesday, October 22nd. Of the Region 1 matchups, Enderlin hosts Oak Grove. Sargent County's at Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Kindred hosts Lisbon. Number 7 Central Cass is at Tri-State. Out in Region 2, number 2 Grafton hosts Receive Oats Mayport CG. It's probably the biggest game of the night. Hillsborough Central Valley knocking off Thompson last night in 4 sets to be in a tie with Grafton for second. So Grafton comes up short in that one. The Burros will move up to second place solely, and Mayport CG will hold on to the top spot. However, if Grafton wins tonight, they will occupy the top spots currently in the Region 2 standings. Other Region 2 matchups, Park River, Fordville, Lincoln's at North Border. Midway Minto hosts Cavalier. Edgeley, Cullum, and those are the only other two Region 2 contests tonight. Other marquee matchups or ranked teams in action. Number 1, Linton HMB. They will host Mobridge Pollock of South Dakota. Number 4, Langdon Area Mormita is at New Rockford Cheyenne. Could be a good match in Region 4. Receive votes Flasher hosting Standing Rock. Number 3, Central McLean hosts Glenburn. Number 6, Dickinson Trinity is at South Hart tonight. So some other marquee matchups here for this Tuesday, October 22nd. Again, good to be with you here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. It's pink out night tonight. Northern Cass in the pink jerseys this evening, or I should say white jerseys with pink letters, pink numbers. Libero Jalbert is in the pink jersey with the white letters and white numbers. JV went to Northern Cass. Straight sets. They played a little bit of an extra set as well. You can see over on the left-hand side, Richland's warming up as well in their classic powder blues. White numbers, white letters outlined in gold. Again, should be a good one tonight. Or could be a good one tonight. Again, Richland, as I mentioned before, just a game and a half behind Northern Cass for second place in the Region 1 standings. They're looking to pull the big upset tonight. Northern Cass looking to continue to defend their home floor. And we're going to take a break here in just a second. Time it up there for the national anthem. Gives us time to talk about Saturday's lineup for you on yourliveevent.com. Second day of the Northern Minnesota Robotics Conference Championship. And then second weekend of playoff football action in North Dakota. Number 1, Kindred hosts Carrington. Hankinson's at number 1, Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. Of course, Kindred number 1 in 11A. And Lemoore Litchfield-Marion number 1 in 9-man. As well as Central Cass will host Bottineau. Central Cass, the second seed from Region 1. Bottineau, the 3 seed from Region 2. And Minnesota Section 8A football semifinals. Mahnomen Waban will be in that, and they await their opponent as well. And so that will more or less do it here for our Irie Insurance pregame show. Again, get that insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all: home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. IrieINS.com for a free quote today. Take a break. We'll come back here with the starting lineups in just a little bit. You're watching Region 1 girls volleyball action on yourliveevent.com. It's Northern Cass, and it's Richland on YLE.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we remain true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
And back here for our starting lineups. Start here with the Richland Colts. Start off with a 5'4" sophomore setter, number 2, Sophie Peterson. A 5'10" sophomore outside, number 8, Josie Foley. The 5'11" sophomore middle, number 11, Janet Cesarek. The 5'3" junior setter, number 5, Hannah Storbakken. The 5'9" junior middle, number 9, Lila Veely. And the 6'2" senior outside hitter, number 20, Elena Schmidt. Also the libero this evening, that's J.C. Foley, the 5'5" junior, number 6. Richland coached there by Rihanna Lillaby. And starters here for Northern Cass. It's a 5'10" senior outside hitter, number 4, Hayden Crockett. A 5'4" senior center, number 6, Paige Bosch. A 5'4" junior defensive specialist, number 8, Reese Lavig. A 6'1" senior middle, number 9, Addie Winterquist. A 5'8" junior outside, number 10, Olivia Olson. A middle junior, 5'10", number 14, Lauren Johnson. And the libero this evening, the 5'7" junior, number 2, Tess Jalbert. Starters for co-ed coaches Beth Head and Jamie Haslow, assisted by Jesse Regner. Again, the Jaguars going left to right in the white jerseys, pink letters, pink numbers. Jalbert libero in the pink jerseys with the white letters and white numbers. And for Richland, again, they're in the powder blues with the white numbers outlined in gold. And the libero this evening, J.C. Foley, in the pink jersey. Blue numbers outlined in white. Again, it's a logjam in Region 1. The bulk of the teams within 2.5 games of each other. And Richland with a win tonight, with an upset, would be within just a half a game of second place in the Region 1 standings. Northern Cass with a win tonight. They would continue to stay in second place in the Region 1 standings. Again, James Martins, Nicholas Osaby on the camera here this evening. Reminder that we will have audio-only coverage of the Region 1 tournament coming up next month on yourliveevent.com. Full video coverage of Region 2 and the EDC tournaments. Audio-only coverage of Region 3, District 5 tournaments as well. Northern Cass will get the serve first. And it'll be Paige Bosch going to the service line here. Bosch flips it up into the air, and we are good to go here on yourliveevent.com. There's a smash out of bounds for Richland to give the first point of the contest to the Jags. Of course, this is from pregame to the opening set under Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhb.bank. Push on the far side, dug out there, Jalbert. And Jalbert on the push down the line back to the Colts. Set up there, down the middle for the kill for Veely. Veely with the kill there for the Colts. Tess Jalbert's 1,000 career digs, by the way. The libero, the senior for Northern Cass, or junior, excuse me, for Northern Cass. Quite an accomplishment for her. So they stopped playing momentarily for that. Again, congratulations, Tess Jalbert. 1,000 digs in her career. Back to the service line there for the Colts. Goes Josie Foley. Near side, Crockett down the line. It's out of bounds. And the Colts take the 2-1 lead. As Josie Foley, the 5'10 sophomore, goes back to the service line. 9-9, Richland Colts. And Jalbert couldn't quite find a helpful friend there. Picks up the point there for Richland. Foley at it again down the middle. This time covered by the Jags. Johnson on the attack, dug out there by the Colts. Sent back over to Northern Cass. Here's Crockett far side, cross-court attack. Schmidt is able to get a fist on that, and Schmidt guides it back over to the gals in pink and white. Down the line there that time by Olivia Olson. The Colts rally, and Veely with another kill. As Lila Veely. 2 now to start the night, and the Colts have the early 4-1 lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Foley back to the service line. Down the middle towards Jalbert. Near side there for Crockett. It's a block by Elena Schmidt. Schmidt with the first block of the night. And Richland off to a great start, 5-1. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. As Josie Foley continues to serve. Sent back over there by Olson. Near side, Schmidt. Dug out Crockett. Loads up far side, Crockett. Cross-court attack for the kill. Hayden Crockett, her first of the night. The 5'10 senior. Picks up the first kill overall for Northern Cass. And it ends the 4-0 run for the Colts. Crockett on the serve. Down the middle now, far side for Veely. She's at the hot hand. It continues. Isla Veely with 3 kills on the night. 6-2. Richland. Veely goes back to the service line. Veely smashes that down the middle. Looking for the first official ace of the night for Richland. Nicely sent back there by the Colts. A little miscommunication. It does get back over. And a smash there this time for Jana Tazarek, the sophomore. Smashes it down. And it's 7-2 Richland. And looking for a big win here to jump them up into the conversation for a top 3 team at the end of the regular season. Far side. As that's a nice kill there. I believe for Crockett. Will be her second. Oh, excuse me. That's Olsen. Will be Olsen with her first. 7-3. Jalbert steps back up to the service line. Heavy touch there by the Jags. And set up there for Tazarek for the kill. Jana Tazarek with her second of the match. 5 kills already for Richland and just 2 for Northern Cass. It's 8-3 Richland. Serve there that time by Storbakken. Sent back to the Colts. Tazarek looking for another. Dug out there for Crockett. And there's a near side kill there for Olsen. Olivia Olsen with her second of the night. Onto the floor there for Richland, Alita Krenzel. 5'5" sophomore. And back to serve for Northern Cass. It's the 5'5" junior, Emma Hovdenes. Hovdenes lofts it up there to Krenzel. And pushed over there by Tazarek. It's going to be her third kill of the night. So Tazarek and Veely each with 3 kills. And it's coming onto the floor there for Richland to serve Abby Fisher, the 5'6" junior. Fisher with the left palm sends it over to Jalbert and the Jags. Guided back there by Hovdenes. Guided back by Fisher. Load up this time off the top of the tape and dug out there by the Colts. Josie Foley near side. Crockett gets that one. Far end now on the kill for Brooklyn Hoyland, the senior, with their first of the night. And it's now 9-5. There's Addie Winterquist to the service line there. Guided back over to Winterquist. Load up near side for Hoyland. Too much on that one. Out of bounds, and Richland's the first to double digits again. They had a 4-0 run to lead 5-1. They have not trailed since that point. It's back on the service line there now is Tazarek. Load up there, Crockett far side, slams it down. Hayden Crockett picks up her second of the night. As more substitutions come onto the floor there for the Jags. Back out Reese Lavig, the 5'4" junior. 10-6 lead for Richland on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Lavig, nice spin down the center. Little heavy touch. It's pushed back by Faith Fury. And sent back down there towards Lavig. Near side, cross-court attack there by Lauren Johnson. Back to the Colts as Foley pushes it back. Hovdenes covers for Northern Cass. Crockett on a soft touch. Foley digs it back out. And on a block, I believe that was Fury on the block, and we're going to, in the end, get a lift, looks like. Make it 10-7. In favor of Richland. Lavig goes back to the service line. Lavig on the jump serve. Nicely placed. But the Colts rally and get it over through Veely. Little heavy touch. Back set towards Fury. Taps it down. And sent back there by Peterson and the Colts. Here's Crockett for Northern Cass. Dug out there by the Colts. Jags rally as Hovdenes bumps it back over. Load up, Veely again for the kill. Lila Veely with her fourth of the night. 11-7 Richland as both teams, or excuse me, just Richland makes a substitution there with Storbakken back out onto the floor. And it's Peterson to the service line. The sophomore sends it down the pipe. towards Slavik, loads it up there. It is out of bounds. Again, 7 kills, 2 different players for Richland. Again, take this note there in the second as Fury hits it into the net. Makes it 13-7. Brianna Lullaby, head coach for the Colts, saying that her team made a rotation change recently, and it has worked. They've rattled off 3 straight wins, and they are looking primed to get the opening set here. And there, that point will lead to a timeout on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass is trailing Richland 14-7 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout. Good sportsmanship is a valuable trade that goes far beyond the game. For Bank North, it's achieved by helping their customers pursue their dreams and financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 14-7, Richland shot out of a rocket. They're galloping ahead here in this opening set. And the Jaguars trying to catch them. Back to the service line, there is Peterson. And she gets a nice serve over to Jalbert. Far side, Crockett for the kill. Hayden Crockett picks up a much-needed kill out of the timeout. And a couple of near aces. I'm looking at the scoreboard. No official aces yet for Richland. But they've certainly placed the ball well tonight. Northern Cass sends Paige Bosch to the service line. Nicely tapped over there by Olsen. And guided back there by the Colts. Load up, Crockett far side, looking to get going, and she gets it down the line. Hayden Crockett now up to 4 kills on the night. The rest of her team with 3 combined. Back to serve goes Bosch. And into the net there on the service error. It's our first service error for either side. And going back to serve now is Josie Foley. Far side, Olsen, nice block for Veely. And the Jags send it back with Crockett. Load up for Schmidt, and we get a double contact. 15-10. Northern Cass hanging around again despite Richland taking the early lead. Not looked back since in this opening set. Veely after a great start with 4 kills and a block, and it's another service error this time for Northern Cass. 16-10. Northern Cass with their second straight service error when they've gotten the serve. Veely back to the service line there for the Colts. Far side. Last court attack dug out by Schmidt. Here's to Zarek. Finds no ladies land, and the Colts lead it now 17-10 off of Jana Zarek's 4th kill. Her and Veely each with 4. The rest of the team have 0. So they're doing the bulk of the work here, at least on the kill side. As Veely back to the service line. The Colts up by 7. And the Jags rallying up to get a couple of contacts on that, but the point goes to Richland, 18-10. And Veely going back to the service line here now. 5'9" junior. Northern Cass sends it to the net. Punched back over by Jalberts. Cesarek Jaguars try to meet at the middle, but they can't quite get connected. 19-10, Richland half a dozen away from the opening set on the road in the Jungle Gym. Veely, step-up serve once again, straight towards Lavick. Nicely snuck over there. And Colts unable to get a solid play on that one. Libero back on the floor for Richland and J.C. Foley. Libero for Northern Cass, Tess Jalbert back to the service line. Jalbert step up down the middle. And Schmidt and Peterson ran into each other. It's at 19-12. Off the point there for the Jags. Trying to hang around here in this opening set. Jalbert steps up. Smashes that down the middle for the ace. Jalbert picks up our first official ace of the night. And the lead is down to 6, 19-13. Jalbert slams it back to Zarek. Gives it back to the Jaguars, and Addie Winterquist with the kill here. As the Jags starting to make a comeback here. Jalbert goes back to the service line. And she smashes that for another. Oh, I thought it caught a deflection. I thought it hit Foley's hair. But it's a service error for Northern Cass. Their third to just one ace. Back on the line there, Peterson. Playable, and couldn't quite get a solid play on that. 21-14. As Storbakken, Hannah Storbakken, the 5'3 junior. The service line, Storbakken sends that one right to Jalbert. Loads up for Winterquist. Dug out there by Josie Foley. Schmidt on the attack, sent back by the Jags. Punched over there by Peterson. Dug out J.C. Foley. Out to Zarek with the kill. Jana Tazarek with her 5th kill of the night. 22-14. As Storbakken goes back to the service line. Storbakken and the Colts 3 points away from a convincing opening set. Near side for Schmidt. Schmidt guides it over. Load up, Winterquist, kaboom. Addie Winterquist brings the chill on that one. So lead back down to 7. Hovdenis back into serve, and Fury out of the floor as well, and for Olsen and for Bosch. Hovdenis launches that one towards the back row. Peterson, little heavy touch, and it is out of bounds. 22-16, Northern Cass. Since Richland took that 5-1 lead, the Jags have not been within 3 points, or within 2 points, I should say. It was a 6-3 mark, and then Richland galloped ahead even further. It's Winterquist, though, trying to reel this Richland squad back in. Winterquist starting to get going here for the Jags, her 3rd of the night. Hovdenis back to the service line. Lofts one up there toward the Colts. Here's to Zarek, taps it over, dug out Winterquist. Far side there for Hoyland. Dug out now Josie Foley. Sent back over by Cesarek. Load up far side for Hoyland down the line. Pinballs up into the ceiling, and the Colts get a few plays on it, but can't get anything solid. 22-18. Just like that, the Jags trying to pounce their way back into this one. Hovdenis lofts it up there. Heavy touch by the Colts. Sent back, Winterquist again. And guided over there by the Colts. Nice block by Elena Schmidt. 23-18. Schmidt, her 2nd block of the match. And going back to the service line there for Richland is Abby Fisher, the junior. 23-18 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Again with the Colts leading most of this first set. Faith Fury, a little joust at the net. Went out eventually by the Jags, but the Colts get back on top of it. Send it back to Northern Cass. Here's Winterquist. And Addie Winterquist has had an excellent late first set. 4 kills. She's matched Crockett for the most on the team. A lead down to 4 once again with Winterquist to the service line. Winterquist sails that one over. Near side on a push. And we're going to get a 4 contact violation, 23-20. And Winterquist going back there. Far side and smashed down by Tazarek. 4 set points of Jana Tazarek's 6th kill of the night. And Tazarek will go to the service line to try and close out the first set in favor of Richland. Over to Jalberts. Hovdenis loads up Crockett on the far side. Down the line, finds the corner. Hayden Crockett and the Jags save 1 set point with their 5th kill of the night as Reese Lavig goes back to the service line. Lavig lines it up. Nice recovery there for the Colts. Send it back to Northern Cass. Far side, Crockett again. 2 set points saved for Northern Cass on kills by Hayden Crockett. She's got 6 tonight. Annie Winterquist with 4. The rest of the team with a combined 3. Lavig back on the service line on the jump. Sends it down the middle. And there's an ace. And a timeout is called. Rihanna Lillaby wants to talk it over. Reese Lavig with a big ace. And we're back for the conclusion of the first set on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Richland 24, Northern Cass 23.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do, we do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, it's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. James Martins, Nicholas Osaby on the camera here this evening. Richland had a 4-point lead, led at 24-20. Northern Cass has saved 3 straight set points. Lavig just got an ace and will give a block to Faith Fury. All 4 set points saved. For Northern Cass, Lavig going to try and get another ace to give Northern Cass, I believe, their first lead of the set. But a kill for Veely. She's come up big tonight. Set point number 5. And this time it's Sophie Peterson. Back to the service line. Also on the floor, Storbakken. Peterson smashes that one towards Lavig. Through Jalbert. Pushed back over by Fury. Storbakken. A bit of an awkward touch. Veely gets a hold of that one in the back of the line. And Richland comes up with the win after 5 set points. They take the first set 26-24 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHB.bank.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and the 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Coming back for Hunter Insurance in between the sets recap. Hunter Insurance Agency is dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance request from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. More information online, hunterinsuranceagency.com. 26-24, Richland holds off a late push from Northern Cass. Claim the opening sets. Lila Veely and Janet Cesarek each with 6 kills. Lena Schmidt, a couple key blocks as well. Hayden Crockett, Addie Winterquist combine for 10, 6 and 4 respectively. A couple of aces as well, and a couple of blocks for the Jags. 3 costly service errors as well. Richland went on a 4-0 run to lead 5-1 in the opening sets, and they did not relinquish the lead despite Northern Cass tying it at 24. The Colts grabbed the last couple of points to get the 26-24 first set victory. We'll update that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And Richland with a 1-0 lead as we go to the second set. Nice kill there for Hayden Crockett. Crockett with her 7th of the night. And it's a now 1-0 lead, where we set the score here, 1-0 lead for Northern Cass here in set number 2. Richland rallies well off of that attack from the Jags. Load up for Winterquist, taps it over. Dug out there, Colts respond. Veely fires, gets a deflection, and gets the point. Lila Veely now with her 7th kill of the night. She's going toe-to-toe with one of the best in the region in Hayden Crockett. On the jump serve there, Crockett into the net. It's a 2-1 lead there for Richland. Northern Cass's 4th service error of the night, by the way. As Josie Foley steps up on the serve. Far side there for Olsen. Nice block for Veely. And just like that, it's 2-2. Veely with her 2nd block of the night. Not sure about the score up there right now. I think it should be 3-1, unless I missed something, as Veely's kill might not have been a kill a little bit ago. There's a point there for Northern Cass, 3-2. Got the lead here now. As far side, Veely. That will be a kill this time. 3-3. And now they give Veely credit for her 7th of the night. So a 3-3 tie in set number 2. Richland won the first set again, 26-24. Veely steps up to the service line on a smash down the middle to Crockett. And Veely absorbs that one. Gives the Colts a good chance at it, but the point in the end will go to Northern Cass. And 5-2 in region play. Northern Cass, Richland 4-4. They've won 3 straight, including back-to-back Region 1 contests. Near side, Elena Schmidt on a push towards the corner. Jalbert elevates to get that one, but Hoyland hits it into the net. We're tied at 4. Tight second set here. By this point, Richland started to run away with the opening set. Could be a theme of what's to come the rest of the way as Hoyland picks up the kill, and the Jags take the 5-4 lead. Hoyland with her second of the match. And back to serve here now is Addie Winterquist. Winterquist on the smash. Zarek returns the favor. And Winterquist steps up. Little lame duck on that one, 5-5. Both teams exchanging the first 10 points of the night evenly. We've been tied each and every time. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, 5-5. No team has had more than a 1-point lead in this set. Hoyland on the attack. Foley sets up to Zarek, hits down the middle towards Crockett. Hovdenes sets up there, lead for Johnson. Near side, Foley and Josie Foley. Their first kill of the match. And Richland takes the 6-5 lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Already up 1-0. On the serve there, Fisher tapped over by Cesarek, avoids a net violation as well. Peterson loads up to Zarek again. That's out of bounds, and just like that. Oh no, actually it's got a deflection. So the point will go to Richland. They lead at 7-5 off Jana Cesarek's 7th of the night. And so back to serve Abby Fisher, and just long, and it was not by much. First service error of the night for the Colts. They don't officially have an ace yet. They had a couple of unofficial aces, but none officially as of yet. Reese Lavig does have an official ace on the night. She's looking for at least one more here on this trip. Lavig slams it. Nice touchback by the Colts. Krenzel, and Crockett slams it home. We're tied at 7. Hayden Crockett now with 8 kills to lead all players. Lavig back to the service line. Lavig tries to laser another one, and she does. Sent back up. Far side for Cesarek, and Cesarek with another kill. Jana Cesarek now with 8 herself. And Cesarek goes back to the service line. Cesarek sends it over to Jalberts. Crockett far side. Cesarek with the dig. Near side for Foley down the line. Lavig on a high set towards Crockett, blocked by Veely. Crockett going to try it again, but double contact first, 9-7. Richland in front. Veely with her third block of the night as well. Cesarek on the serve. Nice recovery there. Nope, not quite. Hit the net. Net violation there against the Jags. First of the night. And back to service to Zarek. Nicely kept alive by the Jags, but the Colts on a 4-0 run now. And Janet Zarek and the Colts here in the halfway point for the match. Peterson up to Veely. Dug out there by the Jags. Sent back over by Johnson. Now Veely again through traffic. Crockett digs it out. Hovdenes back to Crockett. And the Colts recover nicely, and they nearly do it again. They get a couple of plays on that. But the Jags break the run. 11-8 now on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Paige Bosch goes back to the service line here. Bosch sends one down the middle. Veely taps it up and over. Lila Veely with her eighth of the night for Veely. Both Veely and Cesarek with 8 kills. 12-8 Richland as Peterson on the serve. Near side for Crockett. Dug out there by Foley. J.C. Foley and the Colts send it back over to the Jags. Fury taps it over. Josie Foley can't find a helpful friend. And Faith Fury, I believe, will pick up her, we're going to say just a point there. No kill on the scoreboard, so just a point for Northern Cass. Veely towards the back line, and Lila Veely at it again. She's been on a tear tonight with 9 kills and 3 blocks. Back to serve there, Josie Foley. As the Colts are up by 4. Foley to Winterquist. Set up for Fury. Nicely dug out by the Colts and sent back to the Jags. Far side, Olsen into the net. 14-9, largest lead in the set for Richland. And we get a timeout called by Northern Cass. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Richland 14, Northern Cass 9. The Colts already up 1-0.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag. You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, it's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. James Martins, Nicholas Osby on the camera here this evening. It's been a 2-horse show here for Richland as, at least on the offensive side, Lila Veely and Janet Cesarek, all but one of the team's 18 kills. Veely as well with 3 blocks. Elena Schmidt with a couple also for this Richland squad. Trying to pull off the upset and climb themselves into a chance at a top 2 seed by the end of the year, end of the regular season. Nice kill there. I believe that he went, or excuse me, going to give Olivia Olsen ever down for her first of the set, her third of the match. Jags back within 4 as Tess Jalbert lofts it up towards Veely and the Colts. A little heavy touch. Schmidt gets a hold of that. And the Jags can't get quite enough hands on that one. 15-10. As the Colts back in front by 5, 10 points away from a 2-0 lead. Veely smashes that one out of bounds. 15-11. Just the second service error of the night for Richland. 4 for Northern Cass, by the way. Johnson back on the floor. Hovdenes coming in as well. Olsen and Bosch will take a seat on the double change. So Hovdenes back to serve. J.C. Foley collects there for the Colts. Sent back by Schmidt. Hoyland fires. J.C. Foley with another dig. Here's Schmidt near side. Dug out there by the Jags. Crockett steps up from the back row. Dug out there by Josie Foley. Here's Schmidt for the Colts. Down the line to Hovdenes. Now near side for Johnson into the net. 16-11 Richland. Would definitely be the Colts' most convincing victory this season. Sent back. to the Colts and to Zarek. Now Jalbert, Tovdenis loads up. Winterquist and Eddie Winterquist, her first kill of this set. Excuse me, her second kill of this set. She's got 6 on the night, 16-12. As Winterquist to the service line. Colts do well to pick up that one. Near side for Hoyland, fires for the kill. As Brooklyn Hoyland going to pick up her third of the night. And Winterquist goes back to the service line. So the Jags now down by just 3. Make it 2. On an ace for Winterquist, her first of the night. Winterquist and the Jags trying to mount another late comeback. Cesarek hits into the net for contact violation. 4-0 run there for the Jags, their longest rally here of this set, I believe. Of this set, again, they had a 4-0 run late in the first set. That one's hit out of bounds on the service error, 17-15. Richland continues to hold the lead. They're cast now with 5 service errors. I believe it was tied at 7 when the Colts win on that 4-0 run to take the advantage. They've not trailed since, much like the first set. Foley on a push. Snaps it down. Jalbert and company get it back over through Johnson. A little double team there for the Colts. And they send it back over to Peterson. Far side, Hayden Crockett fires. Kaboom! Crockett and the Jags now within 1. Hayden Crockett now with 9 kills on the night. She leads all Jags in that category. Coley, Veelig and Crockett co-lead all players on the floor with 9 kills each. Reese Lovick to the service line for Northern Cass. Near side, Foley on a push, too much on that one. But a net violation first makes it 18-16. Northern Cass, their second net violation of the night. Richland, as far as service errors, net violations are concerned, they played a much cleaner game. Combined 7 for Northern Cass, just 2 for Richland. It's 5 free points. Those are big points going the way of the Colts. Veely jousted the net. There was one out there by Fury. That would be her third block of the night. Far side, Crockett down the line, dug out there by the Colts. Load up Foley near side for the kill. Josie Foley with her second of the match and the set. 19-16. Richland once again closing in on a set victory. Half a dozen away now to Zarek on the serve. Load up Fury, nice block for Veely. And Veely does it again. Veely might be on pace for a double-double tonight with 9 kills and 4 blocks. And a 20-16 lead for Richland. Cesarek. Far side, Crockett for the kill. Hayden Crockett picks up her 10th of the night. First lady to double digits on either side, 2017. Jags handing around here as Paige Bosch comes back in to serve, the 5'4 senior. Step into view there. And Veely pops it up and over, back to Richland. And Peterson hit it into the net that time. It would be a 4 contact violation, 20-18. Bosch on the jump serve. Veely into the top of the net. And the infraction makes it a 1-point contest now in this second set. Bosch back to serve here for the Jags. Peterson loads up Veely again. That's a frustration attack and leads to a tie ball game, 20-20. Now the lead is once again evaporated late. Bosch on the flip serve. Peterson loads up Foley this time. It's a block. They're on the near side by Olsen. Sent back. Our side, Crockett fires to the ceiling. Oh, what a play there for Fisher to find it out of the ceiling. And the Colts do it again. Push there for Veely. Crockett far side. Fisher with another chance, but Crockett with a kill this time. She's got 11, and it's a lead for Northern Cass as Jungle Jim wakes up. Brianna Lillaby wants to talk things over. 21-20 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass is taking the lead here in set number 2.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Coming out of another Bank North timeout, it's Valleys-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. James Martins, Nicholas Osaby on the camera here this evening. 21-20, Northern Cass. After trailing by 4 or 5 points multiple times throughout this set, has rallied to have a 21-20 lead. Foley on a push. Bosch loads up near side for Olsen. Colts get it back. Veely on the push kill. Tied at 21. Lila Veely now with 10 kills of her own tonight. As the Colts back to serve. They're with Peterson, Sophie Peterson, the sophomore. A little heavy touch. Veely's waiting for it, but won't need to get there. Hit into the net that time by the Jags. And the Colts now 3 points away from a 2-0 lead. Peterson swats that one over to Lavig, and the Jags. Olsen down the line. It's out of bounds. 23-21. Both teams with one timeout left in the set. As Coach Lillaby runs grab the ball. And Peterson back to serve. Peterson sends it 21, and now 3 set points for Richland. Take that 2-0 lead. Peterson straight on for Lavig. Far side, Olsen. Punched up there, and 24-22. Love the energy from J.C. Foley. This deep into a match with a quality opponent like Northern Cass. Richland has come to the Jungle Gym to play. Crockett on a nice serve. Peterson. Foley just got to guide it over towards the corner. Load up Winterquist. Got it in the corner. Addie Winterquist, 24-23. Couple of set points saved once again. Tonight, the Jags have saved 6 set points. Unfortunately for them in that first set, they couldn't save the 5th of that opening set, and they won't save it here. Off a service there. Richland has a 2-0 lead after the Jags' 6th service error of the match. Now on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Northern Cass leads Richland 2-0 after a 25-23 second set victory.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Coming out of another Hunter Insurance in between the sets recap. At Hunter Insurance Agency, they're dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests. Crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. HunterInsuranceAgency.com. 25-23. And before that, 26-24. Tight sets, but Richland has won them both. Strength of Lila Veely's now 10 kills and 4 blocks as Veely goes and gets the line. It's now 1-0. Richland takes the lead there on the push point for Veely. A little bit of a lull here again, just really quiet, the quietest I've ever heard the Jungle Gym. As Northern Cass needs some energy. Crockett trying to provide, and nicely sent back there by Peterson and the Colts. Here's Crockett again. Foley sends it back. Bosch loads up Fury. Missed time to jump, but is able to get it over. That makes Richland hesitate a little bit, and Fury pushes it back. Near side for Schmidt. Fires Crockett with the digs. Bosch sweeps it off the floor, and Lavig rallies. And Veely on the push. Joust to the net, Crockett. And Schmidt sends it back. One of the longer rallies of the match here. And the point goes in the end to Northern Cass, 1-1. And especially being 3 sets, this would be the most convincing win of the year for Richland. Arguably their most convincing prior to this was a 5-set victory over Kindred. That was a big one for them in region play as Veely does it again. Veely now. She is up to 11 kills and 4 blocks. Looking for the trifecta with an ace on the service line. Won't get it there. Bosch loads up Addie Winterquist. Dug out there for Foley and the Colts. Tapped over there by Schmidt. Far side, Olsen down the line. Near side for Schmidt into the net. 2-2 tie. And Oak Grove, regardless of what happens tonight, they will still remain as the top team in the region. They are undefeated right now at 8-0. Jalbert on the serve here with the Jags, who currently, due to tiebreakers, occupy the 2nd seed. Sadie Winterquist with a nice kill there. That is her 7th of the night. 3-2 Northern Cass. Takes the early lead here in set number 3. Needed to win the next 3 to pick up this region match. Jalbert launches one just long. Another service there for Northern Cass. 3-3. The Jags committed 7 service errors tonight to just Richland's 2. Back to serve there is Hannah Storbakken. Nice serve for Storbakken. Tazarek with a nice tap over. And Tazarek picks up a kill. She had 6 in the first set, since then 3, but still 9 kills for Jana Tazarek. It's 4-3. And sent back over by Storbakken. Winterquist hits it into the net. 5-3 Richland. Storbakken back to serve. There for the Colts. Lines that one up. And with an ace. Hannah Storbakken picks up what I have down as the first official ace of the night for Richland. 6-3. Storbakken trying to do it again. Jalbert covers. Far side. And the kill there for Hoyland. Brooklyn Hoyland picking up her 4th of the night. 6-4. Hovdenis back to the service line. Hovdenis, the junior. Just one freshman on this Northern Cass roster. No freshman on the Richland side. Schmidt down the attack. Nicely dug out there by the Jags. Schmidt and Cesarek send it back to Northern Cass. Their side for Lauren Johnson. Dug out there. Cesarek taps it up and over. Flip back up by Hoyland. Snuck over by Peterson, and Winterquist hits it into the net tonight. The net has not been too kind this set to Addie Winterquist. 7-4 as Abby Fisher, 5'6" junior, comes back to the service line for Richland. Fisher launches that one down the middle, loads it up near side for Hoyland. Dug out there, J.C. Foley. Out to Zarek, back to Winterquist. Far side for Lauren Johnson, finding no ladies land. Quiet night tonight for Johnson. That is her first kill of the night. As Winterquist back to the service line. Addie Winterquist with an ace of the night already. Peterson loads up Josie Foley down the line. Dug out Winterquist. Far side Crockett. Dug out there Foley. And Josie Foley goes back to push it down the line. Winterquist digs it out. Hovdenis back set there for Hoyland. Got it down. 7-6. As Hoyland, 5 kills on the night. Brooklyn Hoyland. Winterquist and the Jags looking to try and tie, and they will. Winterquist, her second ace of the match. And we are tied up at 7. Winterquist looking to do it again. J.C. Foley and company cover this time. Hovdenis slowed up Crockett far side on a block out of bounds. No, it did fall in. Looks like it fell in. Therefore, Tazarek, her first block of the match. And Richland back in front 8-7. Tazarek steps up towards Winterquist. Hoyland dug out there by Krenzel. Far side there. Cross-court attack for Crockett. That is whipped across by Fisher. Veely back sets it into the official. Well, the official can't hit for anybody, so that point goes over to Northern Cass. Abby Fisher, the junior for Richland, she has had some ridiculous digs tonight. Certainly some of the best plays of the game. Reeslavig looks to line it up and gets the ace. Her second of the night gives Northern Cass the lead. Lavig and Winterquist now with a couple of aces each. And Lavig looks to do it again. It's Northern Cass needs to take the next 3 to take the match. Lavig on a laser to Krenzel. Veely fires. And little miscommunication that time for the Jags makes it 9-9. Veely picks up her 12th kill of the match to go along with 4 blocks. It's sent over there by the Jags, Peterson, and that goes out of bounds on the return. 10-9, Richland back in front. Since the opening set, I don't believe either team's had more than a 5-point lead. Nice laser there for Peterson. Far side, Crockett for the kill. Tied at 10. Crockett has done Crockett things. The Crockett Rocket has connected 12 times. And again, the score is tied at 10 with Paige Bosch back to the service line for Northern Cass, and that is out of bounds once again. 11-10, 8 service errors for the Jags. It's Josie Foley back to the service line. Foley lines it up, drills it down the middle towards Lavig. Near side, Crockett whips it. Foley with the dig. Brought back over there by Storbakken. Bosch tried to flip it back to Fury. And a lift makes it 12-10 Richland. About an hour into this one. The Colts trying to get a convincing straight sets victory to get them within a half a game of second place in the Region 1 standings. Crockett, cross-court attack, dug out there by Peterson, and Veely with another kill. Veely now with 13. And a 3-point lead for the Colts as well. Foley on the serve. Little heavy touch into the net. Played there by Crockett. Peterson, Veely. Dug out there, Lavig. Near side for Olsen over the top of the tape, and a tricky kill there for Olivia Olsen, the junior. Olsen with her 4th of the night. As Crockett goes back to the service line. Aiden Crockett getting 12 kills, and we get a rotation violation against Richland, our first such violation called tonight. And I believe it was against Peterson. I wonder if she was in the wrong spot. Either way, a big point for Northern Cass. Crockett with the ace. 13-all now. Aiden Crockett picks up her first ace of the night. 6 aces for Northern Cass. 9 service errors to be -3. 1 ace for Richland and 2 service errors there at -1. And it's a miss hit there by Storbakken, who has the only ace of the night. And the lead flips now to Northern Cass, 14-13. Crockett looking to stay on that service line. Crockett whips it, sent back by Foley. Through Winterquist and Bosch to Olsen on the far side. Dug out, J.C. Foley, little heavy touch, tapped over there by Schmidt. Through Winterquist, Fury guides it back over. Load up near side for Schmidt on a push, cross court. Lavig with the dig. Now Fury. And sent back by Winterquist out of bounds, 14-all. Anybody's set here in set number 3. Veely back to the service line. For Richland, Winterquist pops it up and over. Blocked there by Tazarek. Schmidt near side and just long. 15-14 Northern Cass. And now Tess Jalbert, who just had 1,000 digs in this match. First couple points in the first set. Let's try and add an ace to her growing statistics. Jalbert props it up and into the net by Crockett. Well, again, that net has not been kind to Northern Cass. 3 or 4 mishits in this third set for the Jags. Storbakken back to serve. Nice serve for Hannah Storbakken. And Winterquist clears the net this time for a big kill, 16-15. Winterquist with 8 tonight. Hovdenes back to serve for the Jags. Hovdenes lofts it up there to Foley. Little heavy touch. Hit into the net and a double contact there. Makes it 16-16 as Hoyland just mishit that one into the top of the net. And back down to her. Not much she could do about that one. Abby Fisher back to the service line. Slams it into the net. It's time for the Colts. It's 17-16. Northern Cass. And we get a sub, and coming in for the first time on varsity tonight, the 5'2 sophomore Avery Davidson. Davidson will go to the service line. Late in the JV contest tonight. Davidson sends it down the middle towards Krenzel and the Colts. Little heavy touch. Foley smashes it, though. Maybe that was just perfect. Josie Foley with her third of the match. We are tied at 17 as Veely's back in. Big points. As Tazarek back to the service line. Jana Tazarek. Nice game tonight with 9 kills and a couple of blocks. Load up far side for Crockett. Tazarek couldn't get the dig that time. So the lead goes back to Northern Cass, 18-17. Hayden Crockett now with 14. Excuse me, 13. Slavik goes back to serve, already with a couple of aces tonight. Crockett and Veely tied their respective team leads, 13 points, 13 kills, rather. Near side, Foley taps it up and over, runs into the chair, not a net violation, that's fair. As Foley with a block, playable off the nets, but not quite enough hands there to rally. 19-17, Northern Cass. I mean, that was Foley's first block. Josie Foley's first block of the night. Lavig back to serve, Northern Cass. Trying to keep this match going. Lavig on the jump serve. Peterson, Veely, out of bounds, 2017. We get a timeout called, Rihanna Lillaby. 20-17, Northern Cass down 2 sets to none, but they're up by 3 in this third on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, it's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC equal housing lender. 20-17 here in set number 3. Again, Richland won the first 2 sets, 26-24 and 25-23. So some tight sets. I imagine it'll be as similar the rest of the way. 1 timeout left for Richland. Both timeouts left in this third set for Northern Cass. Reese Lavig going back to the service line. Lavig on the jump serve. Towards Krenzel, Foley, Veely on a snap. Jalbert recovers. Fury, they are on the near side. Load up Veely again. Nice block for Hayden Crockett. Crockett with a trifecta now with 13 kills and ace and a block. As Lavig goes back to serve, Northern Cass, their largest lead at any point in this match. Lavig, though, sends it out of bounds on the service error now. 9 of those for Northern Cass. Sophie Peterson, the sophomore, back to the service line. One of 5 sophomores on the squad, and she sends it right back off of Richland's 4th service error. As Olsen will come back onto the floor. Bosch as well for Hovdenes and Johnson. Paige Bosch, the senior, trying to help the Jags pick up the third set here. Peterson loads up Veely towards the corner. Jalbert digs it out. Bosch Back set, Olsen, J.C. Foley with a dig. Storbakken sends it up into the air, snuck over there by Veely. Far side, Crockett for the kill. 23-18 is Hayden Crockett up now to 14 kills on the night to lead. All players. Little miss hit there on the way back for the Colts. Bosch on the jump serve, nearly picks up an ace up into the air. A little miscommunication, but it's covered there by the Colts. Fury, nice block by Veely. Veely nearly had another one. Set up, Foley, near side, got it down. As Josie Foley picks up her 4th kill, Veely with her 5th block. And Foley goes back to the service line. Josie Foley sends it, Crockett. J.C. Foley with a dig, Peterson. Lena Schmidt near side, cross court, Crockett with a dig through Olsen. Back to Crockett. J.C. Foley with another dig for the Colts. Trying to get a punch over, blocked by Fury, and that sets up 5 set points for Northern Cass. Faith Fury, a nice night on the block with 4 of them. And that's a big point as Winterquist comes back onto the floor. Good shift there for Avery Davidson. On the jump serve for Crockett. Heavy touch, it's out of bounds, and Crockett's second ace of the set gives Northern Cass a 3rd set victory, 25-19. First time in the last 2 sets that either team is led by 6 or more. Under Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, DHB.bank. It's Northern Cass trailing now, but only by 1 set. 2 sets to 1. Richland leads.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we remain true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Coming out of another Hunter Insurance between the sets recap on YourLiveEvent.com. Northern Cass not done yet. Richland takes the first 2 sets. Northern Cass pulls away late. Take the third, 25-19. Hayden Crockett once again big in that 3rd set, but more balanced. 3 kills, a couple of aces, and a block. A lot more balanced tonight in this 3rd set for Northern Cass. 4 different Jags with at least 5 different Jags with at least 1 kill in that 3rd set. And they picked up 4 aces in that 3rd set as well. Northern Cass, again, they pick up a big 3rd set to hang around. We'll switch that up, update that to the 4th set again on their Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 2 sets to 1. Richland with the lead still, and they've got the serve. Northern Cass just a set away from sending this one to a 5th. Sophie Peterson back on the service line there for the Colts in those powder blues. Pink out night tonight for Northern Cass, as there's another kill for Hayden Crockett. Crockett now with 15 of those. So 1-0 lead for Northern Cass. Crockett back to the service line. Ready with a couple of those. Crockett, J.C. Foley set up there. Veely on a push. And the Jags rally. Bosch and company get it over. Peterson flips it over back to Northern Cass. Lavig, Crockett on a push. Back to Schmidt, and now Veely with another kill. Lila Veely absolutely on a tear tonight. 5 blocks to go along with those 14 kills. 6 of which came in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third. Slowing down just a little bit. Still effective, and a 1-1 tie. Olsen down the line. Double team there, Schmidt. Helena Schmidt down the line, dug out by Bosch. Jalbert to Olsen for the kill, Olivia Olsen. Picks up her 5th kill of the match. And back to the service line, there goes Tess Jalbert again. 1,000 digs for her career. She achieved that at near the very beginning of the match. Peterson, near side, Schmidt, cross-court attack. Back out there by Jalbert, far side Olsen. And Olsen with a kill. 3-1, Northern Cass. Their best start in a set. So Olsen getting going here. Jalbert back to the service line. The junior sends it over. Far side for Veely. Lila Veely with a smash kill. And Veely junior, and just one senior on the squad, Elena Schmidt, the rest of the team. It's a chance to come back next year. So Richland really building something here as Veely picks up the ace. A little tricky tape action there for Veely with the trifecta now. With those 15 kills, 5 blocks, and an ace. Veely looking to do it again. Crockett flips it up this time. Winterquist fires, dug out Josie Foley. And Foley guides it back to the Jags through Crockett and Bosch. Winterquist again for the kill. Addie Winterquist now picks up her 9th kill of the match, one away from joining Crockett in double figures. As Hovdenes back to the service line there for the Jags. Emma Hovdenes lofts it up. Load up there to Zarek, joust to the net. Winterquist wins out on that one with a block. Double contact as well. Addie Winterquist now with a trifecta. 9 kills, 2 aces, and a block. Hovdenes sends it back to Zarek. Nicely flung up there by Jalbert. Joust to the net. One there that time. I'm going to say by Schmidt. Elena Schmidt with her 3rd block of the match. It's 5-4. Anna Storbach in back to serve, and she serves it into the net that time. 6-4 Northern Cass. Richland now with 5 service errors, 9 of those for Northern Cass, but they certainly cleaned up that part of their game. As Avery Davidson checks back in for the Jags. Again, 7 aces tonight for Northern Cass. As Davidson sends that one to Josie Foley. Tazarek has gotten quiet as of late, but she picks up that one. Tazarek had 6 kills in the opening set. Since then, just 4, including that one. 6-5. As Abby Fisher, the 5'6" junior defensive specialist, lofts that one up to Jalbert. Far side, Crockett flops it back to Foley, and Foley returns the favor. Josie Foley with a big kill. Her 5th of the match. We're tied at 6. And a 2-1 lead on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. A little over an hour into this one. serve there by Fisher. Tapped over there. Johnson nicely dug out by Foley. Here's to Zarek. Jalbert flips it up into the air. Near side for Hoyland. Dug out there, J.C. Foley. Near side. J.C. Foley down the line. A little bit of a heavy touch there gives the lead. Back to Richland, 7-6. As Fisher back to the service line for Richland. Load up there as that's going to be a 4-contact violation. Or almost a 4-contact violation. It's at 8-6. Richland now on a little bit of a run. As nice serve. Crockett, it's a kill. No, we're going to say a, well, yes, we're going to say a kill for Hayden Crockett. Number 16 there for Crockett. Just out of the outstretched block of Tazarek makes it 8-7. By the way, Oak Grove already claimed a straight sets victory over Enderlin tonight, 25-22, 20-17. So Oak Grove 9-0 in region play. As Tazarek sends it back to Northern Cass. Crockett on a whip. Sends it back to Richland. Now Foley finds no ladies land. Josie Foley makes it 9-7 Richland. A 2-point lead. Sargent County and Weimar Lidgerwood have split sets. The Warbirds taking the first set 25-23. Sargent County taking the second 29-27. Another Region 1 score update there for you. Veely flips it down the middle towards Jalbert. Northern Cass gets it back with Crockett down the line. Caught a deflection and her 17th kill of the night for Hayden Crockett. 9-8. The Region 1 scores coming in. Kindred with a straight sets win over Lisbon, 25-14, 12, and 19. Central Cass a straight sets win over Tri-State, 25-9, 11, and 9. And Maple River a straight sets win over Hankinson, 25-13, 11, and 17. Josie Foley on a push. Back comes Northern Cass. Fury sends it back to Foley. As that's going to be a lift, tying it up at 9 apiece. And on those score updates, Region 2 score update as well, Grafton, Mayport, CG, top 2 teams in the region. Spoilers take the opening set 25-11, trying to hand the Patriots their first loss in region play this year. Back here on the floor, Peterson. Back over. Crockett again. Kaboom. Hayden Crockett, 6 kills in the opening set, 5 in the second, 3rd in the third, and 4 here in the fourth. And a 10-9 lead now for Northern Cass. Paige Bosch stays at the service line. Far side, Crockett. Josie Foley with a dig. Foley guides it back over to Crockett and the Jags. Bosch loads up Faith Fury for the kill. Fury with her first kill of the night, despite 4 blocks. And a timeout is called. Brianna Lillaby and the Colts. 11-9 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass trying to send it to a 5th on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies, including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street at I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, it's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Read some score updates there for you. We'll update the standings here in just a little bit. Again, 11-9 is our score in this fourth set in our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. As the Colts lead it 2-1. However, that's hit out of bounds, and Richland feeling the momentum now, 12-9. trying to send this one to a 5th set. Paige Bosch back on the service line. Krenzel covers in the back row there for Richland. Josie Foley on a push, and Foley. And the Colts pick up another point there. That was, again, 12-10. Peterson back to the service line there for Richland. Peterson over to Jalbert. Bosch, back set towards Crockett for the kill. Hayden Crockett cannot be stopped tonight. 3rd set out of 4 where she's gotten 5 kills or more. She has 19 tonight, along with a couple of aces and a block. Crockett on the serve, and Hayden Crockett, 3rd ace of the night, 14-10. Northern Cass has woken up here in the Jungle Gym. Crockett on the jump serve. Another Crockett rocket, another ace. 4 aces now for Hayden Crockett, 15-10. And the Colts won the first 2 sets, 26-24, 25-23. Northern Cass won the 3rd set, 25-19. Crockett recovered this time by the Colts. Foley on a push. Crockett digs it out, loads up Winterquist. A block by Veely. I'm going to say actually 4 contact violation. Ends the run, 15-11. As Schmidt comes back out here for Fisher. On the service line, there's Josie Foley. Foley steps up down the middle there to Lavig. Going up near side for Fury. J.C. Foley with a dig. Sent back over by Storbakken, but we're going to get a lift. 16-11. Northern Cass got off to a nice start here. Their best start in all 4 sets, leading it 3-1. Both teams would exchange points evenly throughout. As with the other couple of sets. Jalbert as Schmidt. Now Olsen, it's into the net. That time 16-12. Point goes back to Richland as Lila Veely steps back up, smashes the serve towards Crockett. Bosch and Olsen into the net. 16-13, back-to-back points now for Richland. Again, the Colts try to climb up the standings here. Veely waits here a little bit. As she'll send a serve, nicely done, and Schmidt with the block on the way back. Elena Schmidt, her 4th block of the night. 16-14, a 3-0 run now for Richland. The Lila Veely serve. Veely lobs that one. Winterquist takes. Now Hoyland far side. A block by Tazarek. 16-15. Tazarek with her 3rd block of the match. 4-0 run there for the Colts. Veely with a wicked serve takes Jalbert out of the play. A push to the corner. It's down for Addie Winterquist. Point going to the Jags. Winterquist on the night with 9 kills. And Hovdenis back to the service line. Near side, Schmidt. Cross court, dug out there by Jalbert. Far side now. Hoyland's attack dug out by Schmidt. Schmidt on another push towards the corner. Crockett covers. Jalbert. Hoyland out of bounds. 17-16. We're in for another close finish here. as the Colts try to take it here in 4. Northern Cass trying to send it to a 5th on their home floor. Far side and miss hit there by Johnson. 17 all. Green down by 5. Richland has tied it up at 17. Tied at 17 here in the 4th set. Richland up 2-1 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Coming out of another Bank North timeout, it's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. James Martins, Nicholas Osaby on the camera here this evening. Oak Grove with their 9th region win this season, so they stay at the top of the standings. Kindred picked up a win. They're at 6-2, so Kindred right now in 2nd place. And the Northern Cass result, Weimar, Ledgewood, Sargent County in a battle. Central Cass moved to 6-3, as did Maple River, moved to 6-3 with their wins. As we get a point for Northern Cass on a double contact. 18-17. And these teams trying to keep pace with each other. Northern Cass looking for their 6th win in region play. So we get a maybe a rotation check there, requested by co-head coach Beth Head for Northern Cass. And Northern Cass has the head-to-head over Kindred, so Northern Cass wins this one. They will be in 2nd place. Kindred would be 3rd. And as it stands right now, Central Cass, Maple River would follow suit, depending upon that Weimar, Ledgewood, Sargent County matchup. Well, that might have been out of bounds, and we're going to get a snap kill that time for Elena Schmidt, and we're tied at 18. Schmidt, that should be your first kill of the night. And so back to the service line here now for Richland, Abby Fisher. Tied at 18. Fisher lobs it to Jalberts. Load up near side. Tazarek, or excuse me, Hoyland on the attack. There's Tazarek, taps it over for the kill, 19-18. And Shanna Tazarek picks up her 11th kill of the night. 19-18, Fisher. Over to Jalbert, far side there for Crockett. Kept alive by the Colts. Hove to this. Johnson dug out there. Krenzel. On your side, Josie Foley on a snap. Hove to this, digs it out. Crockett taps it back. Krenzel with another dig. Near side for Foley. Hove to this with a dig. Big point here. You feel it. Crockett out of bounds. 20-18. Richland 5 points away from climbing up the standings in Region 2. Fisher. Ovdenis, far side. Crockett down the line. Krenzel with another dig. She's had a few big ones here the last couple of points. Tazarek sends it back to Jalbert and the Jags. Hoyland with a big kill. Brooklyn Hoyland picks up number 6 tonight, 20-19. As Reese Lavick checks back in for the Jags. 26-24, 25-23. The first 2 sets went to Richland. The last one went to Northern Cass, 25-19. Lavick on a sidewinder. Tazarek's there waiting. Josie Foley near side. Dug out Winterquist. Holden is back to Crockett. Slams it. J.C. Foley with a dig. Jousted the net. A nice block for Faith Fury. Has been on point tonight on the block. She's had at least one in each of the first 4 sets for a total of 5. We are tied at 20. Been a tight contest this entire way. even though a late rally for Northern Cass in the first set. Outside of that, no team has had more than a 6-point lead in the second through fourth sets as Hayden Crockett gives the lead back to Northern Cass on another kill. She's up to 20 now. It's 21-20. Northern Cass regained the lead on a 3-0 run. Slavik on the jump. Foley pushes it. Crockett sweeps it off the floor. Near side for Johnson, and Lauren Johnson. Just her second kill of the night. A timeout, Rihanna Lillaby and the Colts 22-20. Under Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Northern Cass trying to send it to a fifth set.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Coming out of another Bank North timeout, it's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 22-20. Right now, Northern Cass 3 points away from sending this to a fifth set. Slavik already has a couple of aces on the night. Looking to do just that. Slavik on the jump. Towards Krenzel. Josie Foley on a push. Ovdenis through Jalbert. Crockett adjusts. Blocked by Cesarek. I'm going to say it's a lift. Actually on Crockett. 22-21. Janet Cesarek. One of these talented sophomores for Richland. Back to the service line. Cesarek steps up. Down the middle towards Jalbert. Your side. And there's a point for Northern Cass, 23-21. Give Lauren Johnson her third kill of the night. Second in the last few points as Olsen and Bosch come back in for Johnson and Hovdenis. Paige Bosch back on the service line there for Northern Cass. It's Bosch. Serves to Fisher, Peterson, Veely's had a quiet last couple of sets. At least this set makes it 23-22. Veely on the night, off the push point. 15 kills, 5 blocks, and an ace. Peterson back to the service line. Far side, Olsen. Dug out there, Fisher. Peterson loads up Josie Foley, fires, dug out Jalbert towards the net. Fury props it up to Crockett. And Hayden Crockett with another 7 kills in this fourth set. And we have 2 set points to send it to a fifth. Hayden Crockett, 21 kills and 4 aces, trying to go for another. And Winterquist sends us to a fifth. Addie Winterquist with a big kill. She has 10 now, and we are tied at 2 sets apiece as Northern Cass takes the fourth set, 25-22. Back for the fifth and deciding set on YourLiveEvent.com. Next.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do. We do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. your information stations. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Out of this Hunter Insurance in between the sets recap. Let's update that scoreboard there. We are going to the 5th set. Tied at 2 sets apiece. Richland took the first two, 26-24 and 25-23. Northern Cass took the last two, 25-19 and 25-22. It's been a tight match. Both these teams with periods of great energy leading to good results. Hayden Crockett doing Hayden Crockett stuff. 21 kills, 4 aces, and a block. Lila Veely still leads the way for Richland. 15 kills, 5 blocks, and an ace. Tonight, Northern Cass will start here on the serve. It's Paige Bosch to open up the 5th and final set. Give you their 5-set records here in just a little bit as Veely on the attack. Crockett, far side, down the line. J.C. Foley to the net. Not quite playable enough as Northern Cass with a 1-0 lead here in this 5th and final set. Bosch back to the service line. Far side for Foley. Josie Foley loads it up far side. Hayden Crockett. And Crockett again. Crockett the right place at the right time. 22 kills tonight. And a 2-0 lead here for Northern Cass. 5-set matches this season have not been too kind for Northern Cass. They're 1-2, but their most recent win over Maple River was in 5. There's a kill there for Lila Veely. Except a crucial point there for Richland, 2-1. They had a big 5-set win themselves. Richland did over Kindred. And they lost a 5-set as well to Sargent County. So 1-1 for Richland, 1-2 for Northern Cass as Elena Schmidt picks up a big kill, now 2-2. Schmidt just her 2nd kill of the match. And back to the service line, there goes Josie Foley. Foley looking to line it up, sends it down the middle towards Jalbert. Far side, Olsen kept alive there by the Colts, sent back by Foley. Bosch loads up Faith Fury for the kill. Fury with just her 2nd kill of the night, 3-2. Lead belongs to Northern Cass. Here in set number 5. Crockett on the jump serve, out of bounds. 3-3 tie. Northern Cass, their 10th service error of the night. Richland with just 5 of those. It's been the theme of the night. It's been anybody's match all night long as we approach 2 hours. Lila Veely, some big service assignments here. Veely sends it towards Lavig. A little bit of a heavy touch. Jalbert flings it back to keep it in play. Schmidt, Jalbert with another dig. Sent over there by Bosch. As tapped over towards No Ladies Land by Tazarek. Bosch with a dig. Fury tries to send it over. Tazarek with a block. Sent back to the Colts. Schmidt. And Elena Schmidt with a kill. None in the first 3 sets. She's had 3 total tonight. Tazarek with a block as well. That is her 4th. 4-3 lead for Richland. Veely sends it over. Winterquist sends it back. Nice pirouette there for Foley. Load up. Winterquist blocked by Tazarek. Tazarek now with a couple of big blocks in this fifth set. 5-3 Richland. Trying to climb up the Region 2 standings with this big win. Veely sends it over to Jalbert. Bosch. Far side, Olsen tapped over. Veely now Foley on a push. Snaps it back. Fury out of bounds. No deflection. 6-3 Richland. A 3-0 run here for the Colts. Actually, I think it's a 4-0 run for the Colts. Veely serves once again towards Winterquist. Tazarek is there for the snap. It's dug out by Jalbert. Far side Olsen. Kept alive by the Colts and sent back by Tazarek. Lovick through Bosch. Here's Winterquist. Foley helped it spur along, but the point goes to the Jags. Big point, Crockett back on the floor, as is Hoyland. Big lineup out there now for Northern Cass as Crockett goes to the back. Hoyland and Olsen and Winterquist up towards the front with Tess Jalbert on the serve. She hits it into the net. 7-4, another costly service there for Northern Cass. Their 11th tonight. Anna Storbach, one of only 2 players on this Richland squad with an ace, trying to deliver one there. Winterquist kept alive by Foley and sent back by the Colts. Hoyland dug out Josie Foley. Tazarek into the net, 7-5. As Hovdenes and Johnson will check in for Olsen and Bosch. Krenzel back out on the floor for Storbakken. For Northern Cass and Richland, respectively. Hovdenes back to serve. Hovdenes will send it over. J.C. Foley on the dig, or on the collection of the serve. Schmidt sends it back to Northern Cass. Crockett from the back row, and Hayden Crockett with a kill. She can do it from anywhere. 23 kills to go along with those 4 aces on a block. 7-6. Hovdenes lofts it up. Schmidt is there to cover. Back to Schmidt near side for the kill. Elena Schmidt. Her 3rd kill this set, her 4th of the match, and a productive session there for Schmidt. Back to the service line here now. Abby Fisher, the junior. Fisher launches it. A little heavy touch off the aloft backboard. Sent back by Winterquist to the Colts. Tazarek blocked by Winterquist. Winterquist with another chance. Colts are there this time again. And Hoyland with the kill. Brooklyn Hoyland now stepping up to 7 of those. 8-7. Winterquist with a block as well. It's her 2nd of the match. Winterquist to the service line. Krenzel, little heavy touch. Peterson backs it to Zarek. Winterquist dives to get it. Hovdenes nearly runs into the net, and she does. No net violations tonight for Richland, but 3 for Northern Cass. It's 9-7. Richland, they've battled all night. Took an early lead. Let it slip a little bit. Trying to let persistence pay off here. Johnson blocked by Veely. Sent back up into the air, still in play. Krenzel with an amazing return. That could be a crucial point as Crockett hits it out of bounds. 10-7. Boy, the play of the game for Elena Krenzel. And a timeout is called by Northern Cass. Veely with a block on that one. Her 1st since the 3rd set. Her 6th total. We'll keep it here again on this Bank North timeout. 10-7 Richland with the lead. End of the Bank North timeout. Good sportsmanship is a valuable trait that goes far beyond the game. For Bank North, it's achieved by helping their customers pursue their dreams and financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Again, what are the results here? Due to the Region 1 standings, Oak Grove is in first place. They got to win tonight, so they are 9-0. Right now, Kindred in second at 6-2. Central Cass and Maple River right now are at 6-3. They picked up wins tonight. And in that game against Maple River, Central Cass lost. So Maple River right now sits in the top four of the standings. It would be Oak Grove, Kindred, then Maple River. Maple River right now live standings. They're in third. And if Richland gets the win and Sargent County gets the win tonight, they would stay in third place. Maple River would. But lots of action still to be played here even in this match. Tazarek on the serve. Back to Hayden Crockett. Been quiet here in the fifth set. Krenzel has been outstanding. A really nice save leading to a point as Crockett mishit it. 11-7 Richland. With a 4-point lead, they're 4 points away from the match. Jana Tazarek. A little dead serve there. Hoyland blocked by Veely again, and Veely has been huge tonight. Now with 7 blocks to go along with those 16 kills and an ace. 12-7 Tazarek and the Colts getting closer and closer to a big 5-set win. And out of bounds Johnson, 13-7. Northern Cass does have one timeout left. Richland has both of theirs. Jana Tazarek trying to pay off in a way the Richland fans that drove all the way to watch their ladies play. But they were not done yet. Brooklyn Hoyland with a kill, 13-8. Hoyland now picks up her 8th of the night. And Reese Lavig, number 8, goes back to serve. Lavig with a couple of aces on the night. Sends that one over. Load up. Veely with the attack. Crockett far side, and Hayden Crockett with a big kill there. We're not done yet. Hayden Crockett now with 24. Lavig to serve once again for Northern Cass. Lavig on the jump serve. Krenzel, another good recovery. Veely on a tap across the net. Crockett sent back over by Fisher. A little heavy touch, playable. Fury sends it back over to the Colts. Joust to the net. Fury with another block. Faith Fury's had a block party tonight. All 5 sets, she's got at least one block. 6 total, 13-10. 3 straight points here for the Jags. Trying to mount a comeback here. Near side, Josie Foley with the kill. 7 kills tonight for Foley and 4 match points for Richland. Sophie Peterson back to the service line. Lavig, Hovdenes, near side. Johnson taps it over, sent back by Storbakken, but out of bounds. 14-11, 1 match point saved for Northern Cass as Olsen and Bosch come back in. It'll be Bosch sent to the service line. Paige Bosch, the senior, along with Winterquist and Hoyland and Crockett, the 4 seniors on this squad for Northern Cass. Bosch on the run and jump, floats it up to J.C. Foley through Peterson. Josie Foley on the push, yanked up into the air by Lavig. Crockett down the line. J.C. Foley pulls out a dig. Josie Foley sends it back to Northern Cass. Load up far side. Crockett. Dugout Fisher. Peterson. Veely for the win. Out of bounds. 14-12. 2 match points saved for Northern Cass. And Bosch goes back to serve it again. Bosch on the run and jump. Fisher to Peterson. Veely on a push. Lavig and company send it back. Olsen, Fisher And Crockett with another one. 25 kills for Hayden Crockett, and a timeout is called by Rihanna Lillaby. 14-13, 3 match points saved by Northern Cass as they go into another Bank North timeout. Valley-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. Region 1 score update there for you. As Sargent County takes a 2-0 lead over Wyndmere Lidgerwood. They won the third set 25-20. They won the second 29-27. Wyndmere Lidgerwood took the first 25-23. Other matches in the books in Region 1. But 3 match points saved by Northern Cass. Richland trying to hold on, or it would be a big win and would set them up squarely in the top half of the region standings and get them a shot at a top 3-4 finish. Bosch on a short serve, and that will be an ace. We're going to extras in the extras. First ace of the night for Paige Bosch. Big point here now. Bosch pulls it up for Foley. Peterson. Veely on a push. Lavig sends it up into the air. Crockett swept off by Peterson. Storbakken sends it towards the sideline. Fury taps it up. Dug out there by Fisher. Heavy touch. Joust at the net. Foley avoids hitting the net and an over the net violation as well. Veely, top of the net. It's a lift. And now a match point for Northern Cass. 15-14. Bosch back to the service line. Jump serve. J.C. Foley. Peterson. Foley down the line. Josie Foley. Bosch swings in. Crockett for the match. They got it. What a comeback for Northern Cass. 26 kills for Hayden Crockett. 4 aces and a block. The final score in favor of Northern Cass, 24-26, 23-25, 25-19, 25-22, 16-14. Northern Cass gets the 5-set win over Richland. Heartbreak there for the Colts. We've got a lot to talk about on our postgame next.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
RDK, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag. You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
It's a final on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhb.bank. They don't call me 5-set James for nothing. I guess there was another one in store. Final in 5. Northern Cass drops the first two, but they make the comeback clean with a 24-26, 23-25, 25-19, 25-22, 16-14. 3-2 victory. Stats and storyline of the game, again, it was a tight one. Richland came out, though, with the energy right away. They got out to a 4-0 run to lead at 5-1, and they never looked back, despite Northern Cass's best effort to mount a furious comeback in the first set and 5 set points. Richland held them off 26-24. Second and third sets very similar, except for the finish. The third set finish for the second and third set. Both teams didn't lead by more than 6 points. As Richland won the second 25-23, Richland took the third 25-19. Northern Cass, very similar fourth set. I don't believe either team led by more than 6 as both teams exchanged leads. 25-22 Northern Cass gets the win. And then in the fourth set, Northern Cass, they staved off 4 set points to get the 16-14 final set victory. Hayden Crockett led the way, 26 kills, 4 aces, and a block tonight for the senior. Hayden Crockett did Hayden Crockett things. Addie Winterquist, 10 kills, a pair of aces, and a pair of blocks. Olivia Olson, 6 kills and a block. Brooklyn Hoyland with 8 kills. Faith Fury, 6 blocks, 2 kills. She led the team in blocks. Lauren Johnson, 3 kills. Paige Bosch with a big ace in the 5th set. Reese Lave, a couple of big aces earlier in the match. And Tess Jalbert with an ace and her 1,000th dig of her career. Congratulations on that. Richland was led by Lila Veely, 16 kills, along with 7 blocks and an ace. Jana Tazarek, 11 kills and 3 blocks. Josie Foley with 7 kills and a block. Hannah Storbakken with an ace. And Lena Schmidt, 4 kills and 4 blocks. And while not in the stat sheet necessarily for kills, aces, or blocks, some great digs. Abby Fisher had some unreal digs, I believe, in the 4th set. And Aleda Krenzel had a couple of big digs in the 5th set to keep Richland in it. This Richland team is much improved. They're a great team. They're going to be a tough out. It's going to be a crazy Region 1. Oak Grove definitely out in front, but second through, 9th place in the Region 1 standings. It's anybody's game here at this point. But again, that's the final score on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 3-2. Northern Cass takes the win. Again, 24-26, 23-25, 25-19, 25-22, 16-14. Waiting coaches and players, see if we can get some from both sides, and we'll have our player of the game for you as well. We'll check around Region 1, give you the standings update with these wins in mind. So we'll come back here on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, this is the postgame. Northern Cass takes it in 5 sets.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we remain true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Coming on back here with our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Again, Northern Cass takes the win in 5 sets, and Hayden Crockett, our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Hayden Crockett doing Hayden Crockett things out there with the 26 kills and 4 aces as well. Hayden, your team was down early. It looked like Richland had control, the momentum, control the energy squarely, and it looked like they might have taken this in straight sets. What did it take to get the win back on your shoulders?
Yeah, we definitely didn't come out as we wanted, and things weren't going our way those first 2-3 sets, and we knew we had to just keep fighting, and it paid off.
Big team win tonight, everybody getting involved. Again, speak to how fulfilling that is to know that you don't have to have it all on your shoulders, that you got ladies like Addie and Faith and Olivia and Reese, and I'm missing everybody, but everybody on the roster making contributions.
Yeah, it's huge when everyone contributes. If everyone's doing their role, it makes everything easier for everyone. So
you stay in second place in the region standings. It's a really tight region this year. Your thoughts on what's it going to take going forward to keep this energy going?
Yeah, I think we just got to start off every game strong and not underestimating anyone, because anyone can be on any night. So.
Hayden Crockett, our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Hayden, congratulations, and once again, best of luck through the rest of the way.
Thank you.
And we'll hand the mic off. Again, Enbridge Energy Life takes energy, Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Hayden Crockett, our player of the game. We bring in co-head coach Beth Head. And Beth, congratulations to you and your team on the win. What was the message from the coaching staff to the ladies after that second set?
Comes from a cough drop. Our assistant coach had a cough drop in the game, and it said, "Don't wait to get started." And that's what we talked about in the post game. We need to figure out a little bit of different switch pregame so that we can get started in set 1.
I mean, kudos to Richland tonight. They gave you everything that your ladies could handle tonight. Your comments from an opposing coach on just facing a quality opponent like that at home?
Absolutely. I think we weren't expecting their height, and so they were going over our blocks, going over our back row, and so that feeds a different beast than we've been seeing recently, so it's something to adjust on the fly.
Of course, Hayden Crockett doing Hayden Crockett things tonight, but we could have easily given player of the game to several ladies. Let's talk about a few of them. Tess Jalbert, 1,000 dakes for her career, pretty special accomplishment.
Yeah, she hit it at her last away game. They wanted to celebrate with the home, so .1 got her a 1,013th dig, technically, and above that, but I know.
As well, I was really impressed with Faith Fury on the block tonight, especially coming in that fifth set. A couple of key moments for her tonight.
Absolutely. Faith surprises us every once in a while. She has that key moment, and she can stay consistent throughout, and so that's what we need always, consistent block, consistent sending that ball over. That's what we need from her every game.
Addie Winterquist again kind of had some rough patches there in the later stages of the match, hitting the net a few times, but she certainly put together a lot of quality plays tonight.
Yeah, she's recovering from an illness, so she had tougher game, just mentally sickness today, and so we'll see her full strength on Thursday.
Paige Bosch, want to point her out as well with a big ace in that 5th set.
Yeah, she took a risky serve there, serving short, and then had a massive dig to pull it back together on the last point as well.
It's got to be a new thing to learn for your ladies to battle back from behind, and to even though you didn't win the first set, you made it to a 5th set point, and then you came back from 4 set points down to win the match ultimately.
Yeah, we're playing as much volleyball as we can these days, it seems like. So just figuring out how to turn that around so we can start out for set 1. Again,
your schedule here continues. Lots of volleyball left to be played on the Region 1 side. Big game at Sargent County. Thompson, Lisbon, Langton, Hankinson down the stretch. Your thoughts on the remaining schedule?
Absolutely. We talked to the girls how any one of those teams can take us. Any one of those teams can be taken by us. And so every game's a big game from here on out.
Co-head coach Beth Head joining us here on our post-game. Beth, congratulations to you and your ladies on the win tonight. Go ahead and enjoy this one.
Thank you.
We'll wrap things up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back. With an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill, you'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Coming on back here one final time on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, our final score in 5 sets. It's Northern Cass taking the win. Let's take a look here at kind of some of the schedules going on here right now. Again, the last Region 1 contest still being played was Sargent County and Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. See if we have an update on that. We do. Sargent County pulls up a big upset. 23-25, 29-27, 25-20, 25-23. So Sargent County gets a big win over Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Elsewhere tonight in Region 1, again, score updates for you. Oak Grove, straight sets win over Enderlin. Kindred, straight sets win over Lisbon. Central Cass and Maple River pick up straight sets wins over Tri-State and Hankinson, respectively. And those are the Region 1 score lines. So let's see, again, how that affects the standings. The top few teams, they will remain the same here. As, again, take a look at the standings. Oak Grove goes to 9-0. They remain your top team in the region. Northern Cass and Kindred both with wins tonight. Northern Cass has the head-to-head. So Northern Cass stays in second place at 6-2. Kindred in third at 6-2. With Wyndmere-Lidgerwood falling, Maple River moves up to fourth place. They got a win tonight. They're 6-3, but they have the tiebreaker over Central Cass head-to-head. Central Cass is at 6-3. They slide into fourth place in the standings. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, they drop to 5-4 on the year. So they are in now sixth place. They go from tie for third to sixth place in the region standings. Richland at 4-5. They are still in. They slide to eighth after Sargent County picked up the win. So Sargent County at 4-4. Richland now at 4-5. Sargent County switches places with Richland. And Enderlin, Hankinson, Lisbon, and Tri-State all drop tonight, I do believe, so they will stay where they're at let's see here. Actually, I think Hankinson was in action, I do believe. Yes, so they all drop, Enderlin, Hankinson, Lisbon, and Tri-State. So they remain in, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th place. 12-team region. Of course, Region 1 last year, the 2-class system here before going to the 3-class system for volleyball next year. So again, right now, Oak Grove, Northern Cass, Kindred, Maple River slides into the 4th spot. Central Cass, Wymer, Ledgerwood, then Sargent County, Richland, Enderlin, Hankinson, Lisbon, and Tri-State. That's your Region 1 standings order. So depending on how the playing results would go on, if all 8 top teams made the quarterfinals, it would be Oak Grove taking on Richland, Northern Cass, Sargent County, Kindred, and Wymer, Ledgerwood, Central Cass, Maple River. But, of course, lots of contests still yet to be played. Of course, you got to play 11 Region 1 contests. So, and with this logjam, who knows? Richland is a great team. That'd be a great 8th seed for Richland if they do end up in that spot. So any game, as co-head coach of Northern Cass, Beth had mentioned, any game is winnable. Any game can be lost as well, especially in this region. Again, as we wrap things up here, our final score, one final time in our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhb.bank. It's Northern Cass taking the win in 5 sets, 24-26, 23-25, 25-19, 25-22, 16-14. From all of us here at YourLiveEvent.com, for Nicholas Osaby on the camera here this evening, I'm James Martin saying, Region 1 girls volleyball fans, show some pride. Have a good rest of your night.